real. Like, like anybody else like that when it's like something come over you, like you gotta do this, you hear me? Cause I've been seeing it and I was just like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's none of my business. That ain't my lane. But it's like, it keep coming my way. So it's like, I guess something telling me I'm convicted. I gotta speak on it, you hear me? It's the Katt Williams and Cedric the Entertainer thing, you hear me? Cedric lying, you hear me? Cedric lying. Cedric got that from Katt, you hear me? And like, no, he ain't sit there and take his joke and, you hear me, like that. But real nigga know how a motherfucker take your little swag and add their little, 1-2 to it, and then all of a sudden that's theirs. And they can't even, be real and say, yeah, I had got the idea from you, boy. So you had done that. So, yeah, that, like, give you your props, give you your little credit that, the idea came from you, and then I made my own little, and that's all Katt was saying. That's all it really was, you hear me? Like, okay, I believe Katt, when you say that Cedric saw him, at the backstage or whatever, and like, that's a great joke and all that, like that, woo-wah, right? And then he said years later, he see Cedric on the Kings of comedy shit and see him doing this thing. So you could imagine when he look and he like, man, he doing and all that like that. And he like, man, that nigga took my, you hear me? So all it basically really is saying, like, man, that nigga got that from me, you hear me? And couldn't even, boy, look, like I said, just give me my props, you hear me? Like, like you sparked the idea, you hear me? But to sit there and be like, man, no, I ain't get that from you, that ain't nothing to do with you, and all that like that, now that that's like, it's the same thing, you hear me? One time it happened to me, and it was with music, you hear me? And I had rapped this song, and it was the way I rapped it, you hear me? And I did it in this dude's studio, then this dude was like, he was gonna rap and all this thing, and next thing I know, I hear this nigga rapping, and he changed the words, but he rapping it the way I was rapping it, and it was like, what the fuck? You like really just took my little flow, took my little swag, but changed the words and like thought what I wasn't gonna catch on. And then when you see me hitting it, and I'm looking like, what the fuck? You looking like, oh shit, I think you catching on. Like, what the fuck? You hear me? I was like, I ain't never going in that nigga studio, never no more. Like, you hear me? That was the reason why I was like, fuck that rap shit. You hear me? Cause I swear, niggas just like, and if you would've just, kept it 100, like, boy, I had got that from you, boy. You had, I oughta, alright, cause that's life. You hear me? You inspire people. You shouldn't be mad when you inspire people, but when people gonna act like you ain't had nothing to do with that, that's when it's a problem, you hear me? And so, Cedric the Entertainer line, you hear me? Like, for real, Cedric the Entertainer line. I don't know if y'all up on it or whatever, but I guess my heart and my soul just told me come let y'all know. If y'all don't know, Cedric the Entertainer line, bro. And you could have just kept it real and let the people know that Katt Williams inspired you, dog. Even though you was bigger than Katt Williams, like you was out before Katt Williams and all that. There ain't nothing wrong with getting inspired by somebody, bro. You hear me? You got inspired. Just say that. But don't act like the man tripping and he crazy, my nigga. Come on, bro. Don't do that. If you was lying, you wouldn't even much worried about responding to it, bro. But you know deep down inside that that's where you got that thought from. Do the deuce in the Cadillac and all that, boop, and all the steering and all that. Man, come on, man. Stop it, bro. You stole that from the man, bro. You got the swag from him, just added a spaceship and all that. You hear me? Like, you smarter than that to say I can't go and, riding down the street and the car break down. You smarter than that, so you just took the swag and you just put your own spin on it. That's it. But the joke came from Katt Williams, brother. Keep it a buck. You hear me? Keep it a buck or get the fuck. I'm out.